Good morning, welcome back. You know, come down yesterday. It's now Wednesday. Came on Tuesday morning. I've had one bream and a real small skimmer. And I've had the rats all last night destroy me. The little gets have got onto my wheelbarrow, pretty much, and they've been chewing on all my ground bait. They've absolutely destroyed it. It's all over my wheelbarrow, so I've had to clean it all off. They're just an absolute pain in the arse. There must be about 7 or 8 of them running around last night. You could hear them scratching around, just trying to get everything. Anyway, right then, roach fishing this week. I am at Farlows, and the thing is, it's quite cold. I was hoping to have a few roach. There was a low topping showing around me yesterday, so I put some bait out. I'm not fishing far out. I'm fishing on a hard patch, about 13 wraps. I'm only using my light gear, you know, small hook link, maggot feeders. I was using a different system. I bought some other feeders from Preston, which are a very good feeder, I've got to admit. Got one here, I'll show you. It's very similar to the bomb feeder that I'm using now. And what I like about this, it's the window feeder, where I can put a load of chopped worm and casters in there and top it up a bit of ground bait and cast it out. But the problem what I didn't like about it, when I did it a few times in the margin to have a little test, was because the weight is at the bottom, like a bomb, it's always sat upright. So you imagine your lines coming down like this and my hook links here. The presentation was absolutely shocking. So I had to bin that idea and go over to some of the Drennan, the larger maggot feeders, which I use, the bullet feeders, because they've got a lead, a weight at the bottom, so it lies flat, so the rigs line how I want it. These will be alright if you're pleasure fishing, say on a quiver tip and you got a longer hook link, or you have it on a running effect, I suppose. But for the short hook link situation, not too good. I mean, if I'd got a longer hook link, if I was using worm, it probably would have been alright, but I didn't like the way it was sitting. I thought, well, I don't want to be wasting my time. I'm only here for 48 hours. So I thought, well, I'll swap them over and just spom a bit more out and hopefully catch them that way. But as I look at it, I got plagued with cormorants yesterday. There's a lot of cormorants in this corner. There were about 6 or 7 of them. And they're like two high-board divers who they're going down together and they're coming up with 2 fish each, fishing in each mouth, you know. They were destroying the fishing around this like corner bit where I was. I thought, wonderful, absolutely wonderful. But I say last night I caught a bream, probably about 4.5 pounds, and a baby one which don't really count. So I still got another night to go, another 24 hours. I'm hoping I can bag 1 or 2. But I'll probably get some more bait out in a bit and whatever. So I'll show you something that I got from a local tackle shop. It's a worm additive, liquid worm. I was putting it in with my chopped maggots and casters. You see, just so it stay nice and juicy. Don't want it to dry up. And yeah, hasn't worked. So yes. Well, I couldn't make a brew. Got some stuff to sort out. I'm tempted to get my float rod out, just out here. I am tempted. very tempted. So, it's going to be very cold today, I think. It's going to be a nice sky. There's no breeze as yet. So, right, we'll make a brew. I'll speak to you all very soon, I reckon, and then give you a bit of an update later on. We'll see how it goes. So I'm not hoping for any miracles this next 48 hours. So, see what we can get. Casters. 3 pints of casters. 3 pints of red maggots. I had 2 kilogram bait. Two 1 kilo bags. But the rats have had that. A kilo to themselves. Well done, I've still got plenty of ground bait left. Cheeky gets. Right. Pretty much, I'll quickly show you the rig like I always do, for a simple reason. People are always asking me about bits and bobs, so this time I'll quickly show you the rig. You've all seen the rig before. Helicopter rig. As you can see, knotless knotted. Big maggot feeder. 2 beads, anti-tangle sleeve, and that's it. People are always asking me about what components I use, this, that and the other. So what I'm going to quickly show you is the hooks I'm using for the roach. I'm after a specimen roach, I'm after a good roach. So I find everything, pretty much find it down for this session. I don't know when I'll be back, to be honest with you, back down here, I don't know. I've got a lot of river work coming up this next few weeks. So, the hook I've gone for is a hook I've used for a long time, for the roach. I use them in different sizes for float fishing, you know, trotting, whatever. It's the Drennan Specimen, size 16. There I've got a micro barb of them. You can see. So that's the hook, and the hook material which I always use. I think I did an article, a blog on this, a vlog, an FAQ. For any helicopter rig, I use fluorocarbon as a rule. If I'm fishing for bream or tench, a roach, a perch or anything, I always tend to use a fluorocarbon because it's a bit tougher. The only time I use a braid is if I'm using inline lead work, and I want a bit more flexibility around the hook and around the bait. If I'm using like plastic coring with a maggot coring rig, all like that. So I tend to use this stuff from Gardner. I find it very good. Specimen fluorocarbon. That's in £5 is that. It's very strong stuff. I mean, I've had carp up to £15 on this particular line when I'm in float fishing. So it's very robust, it's very strong. It's not really let me down. It is it's a very good line actually for helicopter rigs. It's very stiff, you know, and it can take a bit of punishment as well. It's a very, very, very good fluorocarbon. And that's pretty much it really. When it comes to what bits I use for, obviously I use bigger hooks for different fish. I tend to use the corum hooks for the bream and the tench and that carry on. Or a big perch, I used a different, like a wide gate hook from corum. It's all horses for courses really. I mean, they're not expensive hooks, they're like £1.20, £1.25 a packet. But they're very good, they're very sharp, and they've never let me down. That's why I use them. You know, I'm not going to go out and buy a packet of hooks for £6. Just no. That's pretty much it really. Obviously I'm using my 1.75s, maybe 8 runners on. I'm going to have another cast, I reckon. I'll leave it for a bit. I put a bit more bait out a bit earlier on. So I'll have another cast and I'll leave it for an hour. I'm not going to touch them, I'm just going to leave them in. I've been bringing them in every 30 minutes or so just to keep fresh bait going in. So what I've done this time, I'm going to cast them out, leave them for an hour, see what happens, and I'm going to bring them in. And then I'm going to get my float rod out, I think, and have a go out here. Carl, who's fishing next door but one, has come to see me this morning. he's fishing. He's a seat box man. You know, he does it different to me. And he was telling me he has luck using pellet for the bream. He uses his likes his float rod. You know, he does well on his float rod, that type of thing. So I might give it a go with a float rod. You know, I'll fire a few maggots over it, a few casters, a bit of ground bait, and see if I can get a few roach that way, just for something to do really. And I'll probably fish. Traditionally, I've always liked to fish at night time for roach, late on. My old place where I used to fish from, you could see that on an evening, you could see him like early morning, you could hear him boshing out. Like last night, I could see him boshing out last night. It was quite clear, it was quite light, and I could see him. And it's like, you know, let's have a go tonight from type of thing. So, right, let's have a waffling, and I'll speak to you all very soon. I'll make these rods back out, see how we get on. Right, boys and girls, that's it pretty much. Bit of an update for you now. I'll be gone in the morning. My barrow's ready to be loaded up and buy around to the big van, and it's pretty much what I've been doing today. I've been doing a right lot today really. I've been doing a bit of float fishing, hoping to try and catch 1 or 2 roach, perch even, anything really on the float. No success. I'm not really seeing much shore today. I'm in for a weather change later on. It's going to be quite rainy later and a bit windy, apparently, saying on the weather. So I've got all my bait out, got the last of it out, got my rods out. I'll be changing it. I've got rubber fake maggot on now as well, 2 fake maggot feeders. I'll get them fired out in a minute, and then hopefully I might have a fish to show you tonight. Maybe not, maybe so. I'll probably stay up till about midnight, I think. I'll keep recasting the rods every couple of, 30 minutes, half an hour. Get to about midnight, and then I'll just redo them, cast them out and leave them till about 5 o'clock, depending on what the weather's doing. If it's really, really bad, I'll just change them over. I might even put a lead on each one, because they're already marked up, and back out with a couple of fake maggots on. Oh! Got one. Have we? Or have we got one? Hold on, it's not on. Is there? Strange. I was hoping for a fish then, but obviously not. So anyway, I'm just gonna get this thing sorted. Recast out, get it marked up. Kettle's boiling. Fire enough. Okay, get back to you. I'll get this sorted. We'll get them, I think I'll probably bring them both in now, get them, redo them, and then see what the night brings, I reckon. But first of all, I'm going to make that brew. I'm parched. So I thought we were going to have a fish then. Drop back, lift it up, set off again. Rubber bouncing. Typical that, innit, really? Typical. Anyway, I'll speak to you soon. Oh, we're away again. Aren't we? Is that just a liner? That could have been just a liner for you. So there's obviously fish where my baited area is, because I'm getting a lot of knocks and beeps and stuff and what have you. So I'm quite buzzing about that, really. Oh, kettle's boiling again. So brew med. I'm gonna make some tea in a minute. I think I'm gonna make some kebab type of things with chicken. Got some chicken. Got some like wraps like you get for KFC and yes for a twister. I've got some Cajun spice. There's another spice that I like to put in which I haven't got. It's great working with chefs, you know, they give you so many little hints and tips how to make good food when you're on the bank. So I'll probably do that in a minute, and then like I said to you before, everything's back on the spot, baited area. I'm putting no more bait out now. All I'm putting out now is the maggot feeders. Boom boom, every half an hour. Possibly I might leave it 45 minutes. And last ones were out, what, 20 minutes. I had a bit of a take off something. Don't know what it was. Felt on for a second and it come off. I was hoping it was a roach, if I'm honest. It felt like a roach, something solid pulling back. Not too big. It weren't a carp, it definitely weren't a bream. Because it fell on most of the way and it fell off. So I reckon that was a roach. Not a massive one, I don't think. We'll never know, will we, because it fell off. But I reckon as the nights get going through the night, I reckon we might hopefully bag something anyway. If it's not a roach, it will be a bream. So anyways, I'm rambling now. I'll make my tea and I will speak to you all very soon. Probably later in the morning when it's pissing down with rain, where I'm soaking wet. So see you all later. Well, it's a funny looking roach. I've come for the roach this week, but I've got a bream. I've got a few bream now actually. I think I've got a hybrid in the net, but I'm going to show you in a minute. This thing's about £6.5. It's a big heavy, big unit. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to get it back. I'll show you that other one. What do you think? There we are, people. I thought this was a roach. It's not. I think it's a hybrid, if I'm honest. It looks a bit roachy in places, and I was quite shocked actually how good of a fight it put up. I thought, oh, this is going to be a big £2 roach, but it was this thing instead. I honestly think it is an hybrid. So either way, I'm happy, you know. So just over 2.9 I think it was. So it's quite a nice size then. Looks quite big, but it's not like heavy, if you're with me. So anyway, let's put it back. Well, that's pretty much me done for now. Just a few more bream in the night last night, and you know, I didn't have any roach, which I'm a bit shocked about, to be fair. I thought if I fished proper, I thought I'd have caught them, but obviously not meant to be. So I'm just packing my stuff up, and then we'll get on the road. So yeah, I'm in a bad session of that hybrid. That's a new PB, a £2.9oz. So yeah, it's been alright. I mean, I spoke to a few new people, and know, it's always about enjoying yourself, isn't it? It's not always about catching. So I don't know when I'll be out. Probably river fishing, I think, from now on. Next time I'm out. I found the free stretch near where I live. It's a good stretch as well. So I'm hoping to get down there in a bit. That's what I'm hoping. Hello. So, anyways, it's been alright though. 48 hours. The weather's turned a bit shitty today though. It's raining and bloody everything else, and whatnot as usual. So actually got a lot of photos taken and a bit of blogging done. A couple of fish on. So can't be too bad really, can it? This is probably the worst job of any fishing trip, is packing up and setting up. So I'm going to leave it there. See, I'm steaming up again. Steaming up on you. So, yeah, all in all, it's been a good trip. I don't think I could have fished any better. I fished very light, very precise, accuracy, baited spots for a roach. No, nothing. I think if there weren't as many breaming, I think we will probably get away with roach, because I think there's so many breaming. I think the bream are just gannets and they come along and they take everything. Well, I think that's my opinion. So yeah, oh, he's going as well. It's getting busy. Thursday, isn't it, today? So there's a few people coming on. Right then, I'll leave it there. Thanks for watching. Keep a lookout on my page. I will be going down the river at some point. I think I might try. My brother's on about going to the lake, so we might be going up to Bethwaite's Water sometime in the next 4 weeks. River fishing, obviously I'm going to do a bit of river fishing. And it's just a case of waiting out until spring for the tench. So as for me, Farlows, thanks for watching. See you all again, hopefully sooner than later. I've just been busy with work. Can't get out as much as I like to, but work's working, you got to work. So that's me done. Everything packed up and off I go. I'll see you all later. Thank you for watching.